Assalamu alaikum scholars, you are listening to Ziaur Rahman. Scholar, today we have lecture number 51 and it's part 7. Today's lecture is about the data normality in SPSS. Scholar, the previous lecture was about the demographic statistics versus descriptive statistics for quantitative research. And the next lecture is about the SPSS for adverse item in questionnaire, treatment for the negative question and compute variables. Scholars, if you have not subscribed to our channel, you are requested to please subscribe it. Before going into the analysis of data normality, one thing you must be clear about it. There are two types of data. One is the data normality and other is the data fitness. These two are very different things and very different concepts from each other. Data normality means that there is no missing value. The value of mean, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis are under the threshold values. Data fitness means that the data is relevant. This term data fitness is relevant to the term model fitness, means the CFO, where the data set must support for regression assumptions, reliability and validity by conducting through different tests like the values of CFI, NFI, AGFI, RMISA and chi-square divided by degree of freedom. So all these values combinedly show that data is fitness for hypothesis testing or to perform the structural equation modeling. So data normality means that all the values of mean, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis are supporting the data for further statistical analysis. What test comes under the data normality? Number first is the missing values. There must be no missing value in the data set. If there is a missing value, then you need to treat it. Please see our next lecture for the missing value identification and how to treat the missing values. Mean, you need to show the values that there is no missing value, the mean, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis. So missing value, you need to report in your thesis or in your paper that what are the missing values and how you have treated them. You need also to show the values of mean and standard deviation, but you don't need to show the values of skewness and kurtosis in your thesis and in your research paper. Mean, the value of mean above the neutral value, it means that more responses are on positive side. Just for example, if you have a questionnaire for your variables which is and data you have collected on 7-point Likert scale, so 1 to 3 means you have these responses are on negative side, disagree side, and 5 to 7 means these responses are on agreeness side. So 4 means the respondent is neutral for giving his response. Any value above the value of 4 means that the respondents mark positive side for your data. Just look at the Google form. These are some of the form which I have stored in my Google form. Have a look this kind of responses. These kind of responses. So this is a 7-point Likert scale here a researcher used, and more responses are on positive side. It means that the mean of these type of data set is above the value of 4, and it means that the respondents mark the agreeness side in their responses. So your mean must be representing the more positive responses. Standard deviation, the value near to 1 is acceptable. Value below 1 means that there is low covariance, and value above 1 means that there is high covariance. So all the values are acceptable either below to 1 or above to 1, but value as near to 1 is more acceptable and more authenticate and more useful for the data normality. Skewness, any value between plus minus 2 is acceptable for skewness. Kurtosis, any value for plus minus 3 is acceptable for kurtosis. There should be no outliers or up to a minimum number of outliers that the data set is able to perform the further statistical analysis like CFA and like structural equation modeling. So you can delete if there is the outliers. You need to delete the outliers one by one so that the number of data required responses required for the further statistical analysis must not be reduced. Look at the example, analyze, go to descriptive statistics, go to frequencies. So these are my items for whom I want to see the data normality. Check them all and insert them here. Statistics, click on mean, median, mode, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis, minimum, maximum, standard deviation, range, continue, and display frequency tables. Click here, then click OK. So this is a table of data normality statistics. There are 327 responses. There is 0 missing value. If there is a missing value, then this table shows that how much missing values are there. Then there is a mean. This mean is above the value of 4. It means that most of the respondents have marked positive side for the responses. Median, mode, standard deviation. Look at the value that these are the above the value of 1. So there is a high covariance between the items. Skewness is acceptable, any value for the plus minus 2. So all the values are within the threshold values for the skewness. Kurtosis are acceptable for the values plus minus 3. So look at this, that this item is representing the value more than 3. So it need to check what is the problem in the data. So it means that my data is not normal. Look at the further analysis. These are the analysis that how many respondents have marked the disagreement, how many have marked the somewhat disagreement, how many are neutral, how many mark the somewhat agree, and how many mark the strongly agree. So there are 327 total respondents. Look at the diagrams for the outliers. This is not showing the outliers. So this is actually the data normality test. Delete it. Now we are going to check the outliers. So what is the reason that higher value of kurtosis is there for one of the item? Click on outlier, continue, okay. Click on both statistics and plots, because plots is very easy for the scholar to find the outliers test. So these are the values of outliers. You can see that there are many number of responses which comes under the outliers. So you need to treat these outliers. When you treat the outliers and missing value analysis, your data will be within these threshold values. How to treat the missing values and how to treat the outliers, please see our next videos for this purpose. This is all about today's lecture, that what is the meaning of data normality and how to perform the data normality test. Scholars, if you have not subscribed to our channel, you are requested to please subscribe it. If you like our video, you are requested to please click on like button. Shukriya, Allah Hafiz.